So unfortunately, I couldn't post the video. Well, I did post the video. It just has very low microphone quality. So I'm gonna react to another Darkly video, which explains about the Walten Files Monsters. Now, unfortunately, I wasn't able to react to the Walten Files, the Christmas, I don't know, Christmas past thing. You know, the Christmas special. I really liked that one. That one was funny. Not funny, but horrifying. I like that one. So we're gonna be reacting to the newest one very soon. I just gotta plan a date ahead and just post it as is. In these videos, again, I will be posting some quiz questions here and there because, you know, just to keep the video interactive with you guys while you watch it. And that's about it. Link to the video will be in the description. This is a Darkly video. Let's get to it.
Animatronics serving as the series' main antagonist. He's the leader of the Showstoppers, a band of malfunctioning mascots pretending to entertain. As a possessed bunny mascot, he's like a hybrid of Chucky and Jack the Rabbit, towering with blue fur, glitching eyes, and a smile so wide it looks like it is auditioning for your next anxiety attack. Once the cheerful mascot of Bon's Burgers, Bon the Dancing Rabbit, was meant to sing songs, shake his fluffy blue hips, and entertain kids.
Now understand, this is different from Five Nights at Freddy's, even though it was inspired by Five Nights at Freddy's. This guy gives you burgers and fries. Freddy gives you pizza and cake for special occasions. Just saying.
Then Jack Walten mysteriously disappeared and Bon snapped. Now he's less Chuck E. Cheese and more like a build-a-body horror. He's not just possessed, he's curated. The thing inside Bon is a white faceless figure with scars instead of expressions and business casual instead of soul. This spirit hijacked the animatronic, turning Bon from a friendly fuzzball to a walking executioner with claws sharp enough to dismember kids and even adults. For him, he doesn't just kill, he thinks that he makes people beautiful. How? By stuffing their bodies into suits, he crafted his own army of possessed mascots. A hair-raising example is what he does to Rosemary.
Rose Roden will fix you. You are beautiful. You are beautiful. You are beautiful.
In Wonderland,
Yeah, so very creepy, very scary shit.
a subhuman reality, Bon plays nicely. He's calm, clever, and even persuasive. He speaks softly, manipulates harder, and gifts you a rabbit mask as if becoming an animatronic corpse is a glow-up. But behind the velvet voice is a sadist who can travel through VHS tapes, toy with memories, and smile through murder, sometimes literally covering his eyes because, deep down, even he flinches at the mess he makes. Buzu.
And I like Walten Files, the creator, the guy who created this. He's very talented. He knows how to make things very creepy, and it's the type of shit that'll keep you up at night. So I don't know. I feel like he should hit the next level, you know what I mean? Just the next level.
Buzu is the human magician animatronic and one of the 4 original members of the Showstoppers from Bon's Burgers. In his prime, Buzu looked like a magician you'd hire for your kid's birthday if your kid liked slightly unsettling mustaches and deep British voices. He wore a black top hat, red jacket, white gloves, and a smile that says, "I know your secrets." But now, his outfit's ripped, his mouth's broken, and he's got more exposed metal than a scrapyard on fire. After Bon's Burgers shut down, Buzu was dumped in the K9 facility.
Case in point, that's the type of image that will cave into your mind. This is the face of evil. Brilliant.
During the Relocate project, along with the other Showstoppers. Bunny Smiles Inc. hoped to reopen the restaurant, but forgot one tiny detail, repairing him. Instead, 3 techs were sent in without proper tools, time, or a clue. The result? A twitchy wreck with a dead man living rent-free inside. In Bunny Farm, it is confirmed that Charles Brooke is behind the mustache as he's Bond's second victim. His soul, memory, or whatever's left of him now runs the horror show. Also in Bunny Farm, Buzu cheerfully says,
"Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, step right up. Get ready for entertainment like you've never seen before."
and he's right. His games start cute, then spiral into glitchy trauma, red figures, and bloodied faces. By the end, Buzu became hollow, his jaw gone and his eyes black. Charles is still trapped inside and the show never ends. Banny. Next up is another bunny mascot variant. Banny is a purple humanoid rabbit animatronic possessed by Susan Woodings, the first victim of Bond's twisted legacy, an employee who was forcibly shoved inside Banny. Imagine just waiting for your shift to end, only to become some ugly, creepy mascot forever. Originally a poor young woman with dreams crushed by poverty, Susan's fate took a dark turn when Bond transformed her into this animatronic shell. Banny's broken form shows patches of exposed endoskeleton and a hole in her chest, evidence of years of neglect and malfunction.
My question is, why would I ever go into that canine facility? Why would I ever show up into that old pizzeria? You cannot pay me enough. Maybe millions, but it has to be life-changing money. An hour. Millions and hours. Millions and hours. I'm talking about $1 million per hour. There's no way you're... No.
Though the animatronic itself is lifeless, Susan's spirit inside gives Banny a bubbly, sometimes sarcastic personality, often standing up to her overbearing boss, Bond. She's confirmed to be 16 and openly lesbian, adding layers to her surprisingly complex character trapped in a mechanical body. During the Relocate project, Banny's twitching face and the repeating phrase, reveal the torment Susan endures. In Bunny Farm, Banny's cheerful facade cracks as her games devolve into glitchy chaos and haunting distortions, because a starving animatronic is just one missed meal away from a full-blown exorcism. Banny's story is a harsh reminder that Bond's Burgers doesn't just ruin appetites, it ruins lives. Shaw, a white-furred animatronic once meant to entertain kids, Shaw is now a corrupted mascot seeking help but spreading fear with every glitch. After Rosemary's husband Jack vanished, she searched the restaurant every day, only to be lured by Bond and stuffed inside Shaw's body. Now,
what were you looking for? What were you looking for? It's abandoned. It's empty. There's nothing there. You were stuck in an... You're telling me you're stuck in a pizzeria, a burgeria, my bad, with animatronics, old as fuck. Only to, I don't know, maybe one day encounter a soul, maybe a ghost, some type of apparatus of some sorts. That's what you were hoping for. You were hoping to find your husband? I'm sorry, man. Ma'am, my bad. Leave. It's not worth it.
hey, Rosemary gets to enjoy forever being stuck as a broken mascot, because who wouldn't want that? Shaw's fluffy, motherly appearance hides the horror inside. Her intact form shows a soft face, a gold collar, and sharp teeth. Yet her damaged version is filthy and torn with gaping holes that reveal the metallic skeleton and a massive gash across her chest. Despite the horror inside her, Shaw acts mature and kind in Bunny Farm, playing hide and seek with players before...
I don't want to play hide and seek. I don't want to play hide and seek. No, thank you. You see that shit? You see the fuck shit right here? I'm surprised. Is there a game based on the Walten File creature? That would be the scariest fucking game in the world, in my opinion, at least. That would be scary as fuck. Walten Files, I don't care who has to say, "Oh, that's not scary. This ain't scary." This is scary. This shit scared my family members when I introduced this shit to them, and they were like, "Yeah, I don't want to see this shit no more." That's how bad and traumatic this shit is. This needs to be a fucking game. And it doesn't, and the plot and the way to fucking hide from, dog, bro, this would make millions.
For her decaying form and Rosemary's face hijack the fun. She often glitches during company tapes, subtly hinting at the broken soul stuffed behind the fleece. She's the second most prominent showstopper, glitching her way through flashbacks and technical errors that reveal what Bond did. One minute she's smiling in a cartoon, the next she's creeping out from behind trees with hollow eyes. Shaw isn't a Bubba black sheep, but a Bubba bad omen, wool-soaked in secrets and a smile that hides screams. Billy is the birthday party clown.
You know what's funny? Billy is the least scariest one out of them all, in my opinion. He is the least scariest.
You wish you had never booked. Unlike the main showstoppers, Billy isn't meant for stage performances. He's a side attraction with a crescent smile frozen on his face, a green jumpsuit stitched with tears, and a stomach that doubles as a tape recorder. That last part isn't just quirky design, it's where Ashley Parks ended up after Bond caught her snooping around. with red clown hair, a yellow coat, and a
Why are y'all go get a better job? Get a better job. Get a better job. Get a good. This is not worth it. This can't be worth it. Yeah, I guess it's your creation, or you guys have a great paying job. Just leave. Disney World is probably hiring. I wouldn't do this shit.
white ruffle. Billy looks like the dollar store version of a birthday nightmare. He's got black hollow eye sockets and a missing glove that exposes his metal hand because subtlety was clearly off the table. In the Relocate project, Ashley found him in the K9 storage area and played a tape from his stomach listing Bond's victims. Seconds later, she joined the list. His cartoon version tones down the horror, skipping the tape recorder and sticking with a more classic clown vibe. But even in 2D, he feels off, like too cheerful and too empty. Billy may have been built for laughs, but he ended up full of screams. He's not just a party clown, he's the final act in Bond's deadly show, a real boohoo instead of boo-hoo-hoo. Rocket.
Fuck. That was fucking.
The most rabbit-looking out of all the bunny-styled animatronics, Rocket was never built for Bond's burgers. He was made in 1970 by Jack Walten and Felix Kranken as a Christmas present for Jack's kids, Ed and Molly. After their tragic deaths in a car crash caused by Felix, Rocket became the only thing Felix couldn't bring himself to throw away. That's because Ed and Molly never really left. They're still in there. Rocket is small, grey and doll-like, with white accents, a blue bow tie and one lonely black button. Over time, he's become worn. His limbs cracked and an ear was shredded. In Bunny Farm, he appears everywhere. He's peeking through windows, guiding Sophie, even delivering blunt guilt. You crashed the car. You killed them. He shows up across the series, sometimes barely noticeable, other times chillingly direct. In Cyberfun Tech, Rocket is seen inside Molly's backpack and later at the scene where Susan is stuffed into Banny. At one point, you can even see Ed and Molly's eyes inside him, just before everything descends into chaos. Rocket may look like a cute keepsake, but he's haunted by guilt, grief, and two souls that never made it home. He's not a toy. He's a ticking memory bomb wrapped in fluff. Shadow Man.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, again, like I have to say that I don't know how many times I'm going to have to repeat myself. The Walten Files is just, and if this story of how these two ended up inside of one animatronic doll isn't an example of don't drink and drive, this would be the story to best tell you don't drink and drive. Yeah.
Shadow Man is the guy your brain invents when it wants you to stop sleeping forever, except he's real. He looks like someone turned the idea of a shadow into a person. No face, just a pitch black figure standing where nobody should be. Sometimes he has big cartoon eyes, but sometimes not. He first shows up in the Relocate project behind Little Bon and Shah, then blocks hallways like he owns the place. When Rosemary gets turned into animatronic stuffing, he strolls in and breaks reality just by existing. In Bunny Farm, he goes full peekaboo mode, watching from windows, chilling in doorways, or being held like a comfort toy by Billy. Comfort. Right. In Cyberfun Tech and Lacrimosa, he shows up on TVs and backstage like a weird theater kid who never left. He doesn't talk, but somehow he's always the last thing you see. Nobody knows exactly what he is, but the lyrics in the Showstoppers song slowly heavily hint that the Shadow Man is Felix Kranken. Lines like Shadow Man watches from the dark. He knows he wrecked that car and swears he had no part. He has no heart. Seem to reference Felix's car crash and his big heart speech from the Relocate project. Whatever he truly is, when Shadow Man appears, things glitch, lights die, and reality forgets how to behave. So yeah, sleep tight. Non-canon monsters. The non-canon monsters are characters in the Walten Files that are just as scary as the canon monsters. They are like the weird cousins you don't invite to your parties. The first of them is Pumpkin Rabbit. This Halloween fever dream is basically what happens when a jack-o'-lantern and a cryptid rabbit have a child and forget to love it. He stars in The Mysterious House, a side story with zero chill and...
I would personally say this is what happens when you have Springtrap and you cross it with... I don't know. I've never seen evil like this before. It is really evil. I just don't know what to do with this type of creation. Oh, man.
even less logic. He talks, he kills, and he calls himself Lorenzo Waterman. Then there's Snowbear, a jolly winter friend who used to be canon until he got yeeted into the void of retcons. He's basically Bond in a snowman suit, cute until he isn't. Tammy, Jay, Paco, and Ralph all live in the mysterious house too. They're like bootleg animatronics trying really hard to be scary. Tammy just stands around, Jay floats like a cursed emoji, Paco makes you wish the power would go out, and Ralph is just loud. And Rachel Waterman? She's there too, kind of, mostly to scream and die. They may not count in the main story, but these forgotten nightmares still show up in your...
Okay, so this is a little bit off. Okay, so let me just give you guys some actual context, I guess. Tammy is just one of the
live in the mysterious house too. They're like...
Yeah, Tammy is the character that ended up being killed in the mysterious house. And while in the mysterious house, she ended up becoming a scarecrow in the backyard of the mysterious house. The spoilers, these two here, Jay and I forgot his name. Wow. The penguin lives. Paco right here, this tiger guy, was followed
bootleg
by
animatronics trying really hard to be scary. Tammy just stands around, Jay floats like a cursed emoji, Paco makes you wish the power would go out, and Ralph is just loud. And Rachel Waterman? She's there too, kind of.
There were other characters in there too that ended up becoming victims, but yeah, she had a part in murdering those kids.
Mostly to scream and die.
You know what? Link to that video will be in the description. Okay, this guy dies. This guy dies. She lives. The penguin I previously mentioned lives. Don't know who the hell this is, but yeah, these two guys obviously they die. But yeah, it's crazy.
They may not count in the main story, but these forgotten nightmares still show up in your dreams. Off-brand horror still bites hard. These Walten Files monsters bring nightmares to life, twisted, haunted, and far from friendly. Subscribe.
I feel like, yeah, and this was a really good video. I feel like Walten Files is getting closer to getting the rank of becoming the king of horror, because not only after 2 weeks that the new video that they published is now at 2 million views. Like, it's at 2 million views. The brand new Walten Files episode has 2 million views. I just can't help but say, I can't help but keep it to myself and say this. Walten Files is getting there. He is becoming the king of analog horror. He really is. This is... He really did it. Anyways, I guess that's about it. I'll talk to you guys later. And yeah, this creepy shit, man.